Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane. Today we'll take a look at Cosmos. Before we can get this video started, I must declare this video is not financial advice. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes. So first one we need to understand is Cosmos itself. What exactly is Cosmos? Cosmos is an ecosystem of blockchain that can scale and interoperate with each other. Before Cosmos, blockchains were solid and unable to communicate with each other. They were hard to build and could only handle a small amount of transactions per second. Now, Cosmos solved these problems with new technical visions. In order to understand this vision, we need to go back to the fundamentals of blockchain. Now, we all understand how blockchain works, right? But for anyone who don't understand how blockchain works, I'll go for a quick summary. A blockchain can describe as a digital ledger. It maintains a set of validators that remains correct even if some validators, less than a third, are malicious. Each party stores a copy of the ledger on their computer and it's updated according to the rules defined by the protocol. So when they receive blocks of transaction, the goal of the blockchain technology is to make sure that the ledger is correctly replicated, meaning that each honest party sees the same version of the ledger at any given moment. So in order to create fraud in this system, you'd need a majority of the validators on that system to agree with each other about something that is not truthful. That's the only way to create fraud. Apart from that, it's going to be pretty hard to convince every validator or the majority that you need that something false is actually true. So far, no one has accomplished this. So that, in a summary, is how blockchain works. Now, additionally, we'd like to understand how Cosmos fits into the broader blockchain ecosystem. I've got a quick summary right here that can explain that to us. So our first blockchain was Bitcoin, of course, a peer-to-peer digital currency created in 2008. Now that was used as a novel consensus mechanism known as proof of work. It was the first decentralized application on the blockchain. Soon people started to realize the potential of decentralized application and desire to build new ones emerge in the community. So obviously this idea, this belief, blockchain itself, it drove a wave of new applications being built on the blockchain, including Ethereum. Ethereum came with a new proposition for building decentralized application. This was back in 2014. There would be a single blockchain where people would be able to deploy any kind of program. Ethereum achieves this by turning the application layer into a virtual machine called the Ethereum Virtual Machine, the EVM. This virtual machine was able to process programs called smart contracts that any developers could deploy to the Ethereum blockchain in a permissionless fashion. So this new approach actually allows thousands of developers to start building decentralized application. However, limitations to this approach soon became apparent and still persist till this day. So now we start getting into the vision of Cosmos itself. The vision of Cosmos is to make it easy for developers to build blockchain and to break the barriers between blockchains by allowing them to transact with each other. Now this end goal is to create an internet of blockchain, a network of blockchain able to communicate with each other in a decentralized way. With Cosmos, blockchain can maintain sovereignty, process transactions quickly, and communicate with each other blockchains within the ecosystem, making it optimal for a variety of use cases. So this vision actually achieves through the set of open sources tools like Tendermint, the Cosmos SDK, and the IBC, designed to let people build custom, secure, scalable, and interoperable blockchain applications quickly. Let us take a closer look. So that right there, ladies and gents, is the basics of Cosmos. That was just a quick summary of how Cosmos came to be, why Cosmos exists, and what it's trying to accomplish. Now, why exactly are we talking about Cosmos right now? Well, Cosmos is doing really well. In the last 24 hours alone, Cosmos have gone up over 11% in the last 24 hours alone. That's mightily impressive. Now, the price per token right now is $33, and the market cap is $3,318 million. But quite interestingly is that the supply isn't exactly low. It's not a supply that I'd call extremely low. Bitcoin is extremely low at 21 million. Cosmos circulating supply is 221 million. And its total supply is 279 million. So it's easy to understand, this is not a crypto with a small supply of tokens. Now let's go back a month ago. 1 month ago, Cosmos, the cost per token was a easy $15 per token. That price have already doubled in the space of just 1 month. And if we go back even further, 3 months ago at the lowest point in Cosmos, each token would have cost $8.61. That's really fascinating because the price right now is $33. So naturally, you can see that it's gained a lot in its market cap, in its value overall. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a price prediction and a price analysis of Cosmos itself. Ladies and gents, what we're looking at here is a price prediction of $40 US. $40 and a market cap of between 8 billion to 9 billion. Now you might have noticed this is Cosmos over the last month, since the 12th of August. It's been on an upward trend. Obviously, it's had some pullbacks, notably around the 22nd to the 27th of August. But I think this was necessary because naturally the price rose to $23. You're obviously going to see some pullback. After such an impressive trade and volume, just a rise in its value, that's a huge bonus for a lot of people, which means that a lot of people are going to sell to make their profit. Naturally, we've seen a sell-off, but I think that was inevitable. Drop back to around $17.83. But a really impressive part that I'm really impressed by is that it then rose back above $23 to $27. And this was crucial because again, you had a huge fall in price. This dropped it back to $19. But you can see the higher we get, it's the less of an effect that we get in the price drops, in the sell-offs. Those margins, they actually become smaller. This tells me that the confidence in Cosmos is actually rising. As people invest more, people stop worrying about losing money because a lot of people are actually investing for the long term. There are a lot of people investing for the short term as well. That's why we see so huge buy-offs. Whenever the price drops, we see that there's a huge margin within where the price drops. And once again, right now it's at $33.56. But notably, yesterday it was actually at $34.64. That is less than $6 away from achieving my price prediction of $40. Now I think it can definitely hit $40, not before the end of this year, but before the end of this month, September. Now once it's accomplished that, we'll then have a look at where it's going to go next. Will it hit $50 before the end of the year? Wow, $50 is a big number. A lot of people are going to be calling me crazy. It's nothing new. It's quite normal. This is the cryptocurrency market. We can't afford to do rookie numbers. In the crypto market, we don't do rookie numbers. It's just them big numbers. That's all we do. Who would have predicted that Cosmos would currently be at $33? Would anyone have predicted that last year considering where we were? Now, I will say earlier this year, Cosmos was actually doing really well, but so was the entire market. The entire market was doing quite well. This was around March and April, of course. The entire market was just doing amazing. But when you go back to around a year ago, Cosmos was around $5 per coin. At some point, it was around $3.94 per coin. So who would have predicted that a year later, the price would be $33? Not many people. Not many people, quite surprisingly. And this is what I enjoy doing. I like to look at the price that we've got now within the current month, but also you go back a year and you compare that to where we are now, you're oftenly surprised. And this is key in crypto because it's all about the long term. People are holding. But there's also a lot of people out there who are just selling really quick just to make their profit. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not the end of the world. So basically, my final prediction, I just predict that Cosmos will continue to grow, especially for the rest of the month. But before it can actually do that, I'm actually expecting to see a bit of a pullback. But like I said previously, it won't be a huge pullback, but I expect to see the price drop below $30 to around $27, $28, maybe even $26. But I think that's good news because I'm expecting the price after that to rise once again, even higher. I'm expecting the price to go to eventually $40 before the end of this month. We noticed earlier this year, back in July the 13th, DeFi to Cosmos. This was a big thing for Cosmos, of course, because this was the Gravity DEX protocol. that was activated, it was live. Now obviously this was back in July, but it's still important till this day, marking the biggest stride forward for Cosmos to this day. Users will be able to experience the protocol when immersed. The first platform to support it launched it in beta later this month. Now together they've successfully deployed the Gravity DEX protocol. Now Cosmos ecosystem is worth more than 65 billion. This ecosystem includes Cosmos Hub, Binance Chain, Terra, Crypto.com, Thorchain, and hundreds of other projects. This was big for Cosmos. It's a huge ecosystem. So Gravity DEX enables permissionless swaps and pools of digital assets between any two blockchains in this rapidly growing ecosystem. And indeed, it is rapidly growing. Ecosystem like Cosmos, Solana, including Ethereum, obviously, they're a huge ecosystem and they're just constantly growing. And the market is gravitating towards these platforms because they all have different things that they're best at. Now, more recent news, this is obviously the end of August. Interchain security is coming to the Cosmos Hub. Now, the interchain security is Cosmos solution to shared security. While existing shared security architectures of ops for top-down design, Cosmos continues to build from the bottom up. It's not that we don't admire a grand cathedral, we just imagine living anywhere. Cosmos subscribes to the notion that sovereignty and interoperability are two key ingredients for building an open ecosystem of blockchains that can scale for mass adoption. And we all remember what the mission of Cosmos was, is to allow blockchains to be even easier to use, to allow blockchains to communicate with each other in a decentralized way, in a much easier way. So this is extremely important for Cosmos for achieving what they want to achieve at the end of the day. I mean, they're already doing it, but they always want to get better at what they can do. Especially that the crypto space is such a competitive space. There's always new blockchains coming up. Blockchains such as Mina, Solana, they all have different attributes. And blockchains like Ethereum, you can see that Ethereum blockchain is struggling because of the high fees. People want to use a blockchain, people want to buy Ethereum, but the huge fees on Ethereum, the transactions costs, minting NFTs, they all comes with good things and bad things, upsides and downsides. But that was some of the latest news on the Cosmos ecosystem. I also recommend you checking out these articles, such as the article on Oracle ban boost interoperability within the Cosmos ecosystem. I've made a video on ban protocol before, I've made videos on Cosmos, but this helps you to update your knowledge based around Cosmos. So thank you for watching, subscribe, leave a like. Let me know, is there anything you thought that I missed in this video? And if there's any other crypto you'd like me to do a price prediction or an analysis on. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.